who wants to talk about their silent lunch experience?
Saira, I think it was a wonderful experience, more than a wonderful meal that we had. I really liked the way we were introduced into it, so I think it fell in place with Dr. Dinesh Lal's talk and presentation, and the way Shruti had explained what is going to happen really helped, and the whole experience of walking out in silence, going and sitting, enjoying the meal, being with it, and the menu was also excellent. So I wish I was more hungry to eat that meal, but all the morning tea and the breakfast we had, it was still a bit full. But I think the youth have done extremely well and led by example, and we need to follow this for all the meals.
Saram, everyone. I think just to add to what Sister Shobi has said, this is a kind of experience you want to have when you come to this kind of gathering, to a spiritual retreat. You want to go home with that kind of experience. And we all, I think the feedback when we came back from lunch was the same throughout the hall. It was wonderful. Everyone was feeling emotional. We felt that Swami's presence there. So thank you so much to the youth. It was a really wonderful experience.
When Dr. Dinesh was giving us a session of food and everything, that time also I just kept on feeling Agarbati, and I was looking somewhere. Did somebody light an Agarbati? I was looking at the altar where somebody has literally done, the Agarbati is going on. I should just do whole session Agarbati. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Auntie.
We're not used to eating in silence. And going there, it was from here, we were walking towards the hall, it was all silent. And things were trying to come out from the mouth that we took ourselves in control. And actually, after eating in silence, when you got out from there, even if we came here, people were still whispering. So it was very contagious. People were still whispering over here. Then we said, hey, we're no longer eating dinner, we can go. Like normally, right? So it was it got into us, which is very nice.
Very nice. Uncle Selvan?
It's the first time the youth have done this to us, but on a positive note, thank you.
Yes, Uncle Manu.
It was an honor, it was a privilege to have a meal with Swami. It was a great experience. I personally was very touched and was very emotional. I could feel something in me, and
I know what you mean, Uncle. Yeah.
I think all our meals should be like that.
Yeah.
So I want to pray to Swami that bless all the young adults, give them good health and wealth and knowledge like this that you can share amongst us. Thank you once again.
Thank you to the adults, the elders, the children. The youth are just a vehicle, an instrument for him. My first reflection was, wow, I'm really loud, because I really had to be silent after that. And then even talking a little bit, I automatically started speaking a bit softer, because then you realize after silence how loud you are, even in your normal. So that was one reflection I had.
Context, we had a satsang with Brother Arvind a couple of weeks ago, and he kind of briefed us on how we should prepare the food, buy the food with the prayers. Sister Nitya, was praying, and with that kind of love and offering to Swami. From the moment the food was purchased, it was purchased with that feeling, which is I think why we were so touched as well. But then there was bhajans going on all day, the youth were working in teams, cleaning, cooking, preparing. For the last couple of weeks, many of us have been trying to chant Brahmara Pranam sincerely and eat in silence at home, just as warm-up before we share it with you all. So that's been a nice sadhana for us. But I'm curious, anyone in the kitchen who's serving want to share their experience?
I would like to share something. Really feel I need to share everyone, particularly the youth. I've attended so many sadhana camps
from the time that been with Swami. And this is the first time that when Shruti came earlier before the lunch and spoke, I really felt the presence of Swami. Many times they've said Swami is everywhere, everywhere. But when she spoke, and she repeated so many times, today we will have a meal with Swami. And I felt, even now I'm feeling the same thing. That's why I just felt I have to share it. Hopefully I'll feel better after this. Because that experience that we had, I've never sat with Swami and eaten. When he was visiting, there have been so many times I've touched his feet and all that, even letters to him on the back. Never sat and eaten. Today I know I did. Although at home we chant the mantra and we know all that, but today I actually ate with him, and till now I'm still feeling that everybody is speaking about. So I think the message is, as everybody just said, those who spoke said, that I think from henceforth this should be the way in any spiritual sadhana I can. Thank you very much.
Experience as a server was interesting because it took a while to get into the mode of silence. Like I wasn't physically speaking, but my mind wasn't focused. So I made, as I was serving people, I think the label dinged, and I was like, oh, okay, and then just focused on that. And that was when my mind kind of came to one place. So it's interesting that you can do something physically, and if you're not quite aware of everything that's happening in your mind, particularly because we were rushing to get everything done, the mind's still running. And so it takes just a moment or a breath to bring that down as well. So that was my reflection.
To take us through her reflections on R.I.C.E, the R.I.C.E sadhana.
Sairam everybody. And again, thank you all so much for the opportunity that the youth had for lunch today. And it's quite nice because we're talking about this R.I.C.E sadhana that we've done, for the last month leading up to the retreat, and all that R.I.C.E was used today as part of your meal. And I think a lot of the magic that people have experienced with the lunch comes from that as well. So as much as we say thank you to us, it's also thank you to you for putting the effort in for the last month to create this beautiful energy before the retreat. And now you've tasted the product of it, and hopefully you continue to do so. So we thought it might just be good just for a wee while just to break out into some groups and kind of have a bit of a time to reflect, share, inspire each other about how your sadhana went. And of course everyone will have very varying journeys with their sadhana, from kind of, like full force every day to someone like me who might have skipped a few days, I'll say honestly in front of you all. But the whole point is no one's perfect. We're not trying to aim for perfection, but we're trying to try. And I think just being able to do that in a group would be good. So I'll get all the Hamilton aunties and uncles will be facilitating. We'll break up probably into groups of 8.
Now we'll be doing breakout sessions. I'm going to call the facilitators up to the front, and I will announce what they'll be facilitating, what topic they'll be doing, and whoever would like to join whichever should do so.
Too big and too lavish. If everyone lived like the average person in India, we need 0.4 Earths.
Lately, all the kids will go to their house. Next day, I will take their.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. And sit back, and even our own session takes a long time to set up. We've got 20 minutes left, so it's like life.
However, it worked. So we had, within a team, we had a really disruptive team member who constantly...
Right? He's going to lightly slap me on the head, right? On the face, right? If he pushes, it's a push. Yeah. Right? So the aim of the game is that you respond to the other person. You're not pushing, you're not pulling, you're just going with them, and then once you reach them, the reverse happens, right? We're going to do this for about 5 minutes.
Take the roti.
worship with Him.